Hey guys, it's Kila Sila. Today there is this My Little Pony infection. So basically, it's this infection, and it's also based on an episode due to 28 pranks later. Sorry, it's just there's a movie that's also called 28 Days Later. So it's like a zombie movie. So like I think it's that episode is inspired for that one, but. So basically, and also this is from Anxiety Monster. Please share the love to her and go watch her actual thing. It's actually such a good series. I love it, and also this kind of ruined my childhood a bit, but in a good way. So let's see. The cookie virus stages. Oh, so this is like the yeah, I know. You guys know that 128 pranks later. Well, this is basically the one that she probably like did it inspiring that. Also, guys, quick thing. This contains blood and gore, and some characters that might be your favorite die. So please, or infected. So please, so let me. So if you guys like find that very bad, like you find that super like uncomfortable for you, don't worry, I'm not forcing you to watch this. Go watch some other video. I have plenty more videos that you can watch. Just go watch those videos. It's okay. So let's start. The cookie virus stages. Beginner stage. Pony is somewhat sane but very hungry. They crave the cookies they were infected with more than anything, and are desperate to do anything for more. Earliest sign is rainbow muzzle and permanent smile/frown. Going blind? Question mark? Rainbow muzzle, blown pupils. I was gonna say brown. Second stage. Pony's sanity is declining. They can still speak, but cannot thinking about their hunger. They are extremely desperate for cookies. So much so they start chasing down and eating anything living. In case they have cookies in their stomachs, and their mouths begin to rot, feathers begin to fall out. What? That's actually really like it's like someone would eat the cookies, and before they would get infected, the other actual infected would just come out, chase them down and eat them. What if they didn't even eat it? Stretching mouth. Uh, stretching induces skin tearing. Losing feathers and hair. Girl. Oh nah. They did my girl Twilight so dirty. Third stage. Sanity is gone. They can no longer speak and only make desperate sounds of hunger and anger. They begin eating ponies, hoping for a sweet taste to satisfy their needs. Their mouths are starting to stretch or droop, depending on if they mutated with a smile or a frown. They are dangerously skinny. Yeah, Twilight looks like she hasn't eaten in a year. Different parts of their body begin to stretch and change, depending on the pony. Manes and tail hair have shed. Pony is unrecognizable besides the cutie mark. Sunken eyes, blind. Okay, it's not having the question mark, okay? Incredible sense of smell, skinny, hungry. Mutations begin different for every pony in this case, stretching limbs. Okay. Oh, so I can't read any of this, but you can see like tree, something like that. I don't know what it is. Is it supposed to be her, is this supposed to be her horn, and this is supposed to be her, I can trace it if I could, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You can read something, but it's covered, and the only thing you can read is run away. I don't know if it's crayon or tomatoes. Okay, let's go to the Rainbow Dash's journal, surviving the cookie virus. Oh, so this is about Rainbow Dash. Oh yeah, because she started this prank. In the episode, she said that she wanted to do a prank to make everyone's like no mouth and muzzle rainbow in her signature, like because she's Rainbow Dash. So I guess she started this prank. This is all my fault. I'm not the type to keep a journal, but Rarity says writing down your thoughts can help your nerves and keep your thoughts straight. Right now, Mia, Applejack, Rarity, and the CMC are, aka Cutie Mark Crusaders, are hiding out in the Sweet Apple Acres barn. We have barricaded all the windows and doors, but we can't stay here forever. Oh, like the episode. By the way, spoiler alert. The episode included Applejack, Rarity, and the CMC. They all like hid somewhere in the barn in the episode. So this is it. We're all fine, just pretty shaken up. Applejack is looting the barn, fighting anything we can eat or use as weapons. She refuses to look at me or even speak to me. That's actually sad, and Applejack is actually one of my favorite characters. Besides Discord. Yes, my favorite character is Discord. Come for me, I don't care. Rarity is panicking, that's obvious, but she's trying to calm her sister down. Poor Sweetie Belle isn't taking any of this serious well, and she hasn't stopped crying since we got here. Apple Bloom is also trying to comfort Sweetie Belle and help AJ, but Scootaloo is also isn't speaking to me. I don't really blame her. Oh yeah, Apple Bloom is actually like that. Like she would always try to help AJ with her stuff and try like that. Oh my god. Well, that's left in Ponyville as far as I know. We gave everyone those horrible cookies. All I can see when I close my eyes is Twilight's twisted grin and Fluttershy's drooping frown. Fluttershy is also infected! I don't want to think about them. Piggy Pie was the first one who ate a cookie, but I haven't seen her. She wasn't anywhere at Sugar Cube Corner with the poor Cake family. Those little cake twins. What have I done? No, not the Cake twins. I loved them when I was younger. Okay. Oh, so this is a frowning pony. Oh, Fluttershy was infected. That's why I didn't know that. The cookie virus stages frowning ponies. Journal entries by... You can see like a VES. I think that's Hooves. Dr. Hooves. You know that doctor character that is just like doctor. Okay. Beginning stage. Same as Smiling Pony. Ponies still have some sanity, but is very hungry. All they talk about is how much they need the cookies they were infected with. Earliest sign of infection is rainbow muzzle and permanent smile / permanently drooping jaw. Unlike smiling ponies, pupils are dilated and eyes begin to sink. Okay. That's actually pretty terrifying. To be honest, Fluttershy is also one of my favorites, so this is actually really sad for me. Second stage. Pony sanity is declining. They can still speak, but all they seem to mumble is the word cookies. Is it like the one that we, is it like cookies? Like how they used to say it in the episode? They were like, cookies, cookies, like that. Okay, whatever. They are extremely desperate for cookies, so much so they start chasing down anything living. At this stage, they often find and eat small animals. Wait, no, Fluttershy is friends with those animals and can talk to them. So does that mean she's basically eating her friends? Well, I mean, they are eating also the ponies, which are also her friends. But why the animals? Did she eat Angel? If she ate Angel, I would come for her. I don't care. Although, if confronted by a pony, they won't hesitate to attack. Their mouths and stomach begin to rot. Hair and feathers begin to fall out. Sunken eyes, possibly blind, ? Drooping jaw induces skin tearing. Oh my god. She keeps staring at me. I think I can see that too. Like if you look closely, you can see like a sunken eye. Third stage. Sanity is completely gone. The pony can no longer speak. Can only make desperate sounds of hunger and anger. Begin strictly targeting ponies. Wait, they target them? They don't even like come to them? Hoping for a sweet taste to satisfy their needs. Unlike Twilight Sparkle, who I observed in the past, Fluttershy seems to droop down. I think Rainbow Dash is writing this because she said who I observed. Or maybe it's Dr. Hoops. It's one of them. Fluttershy seems to drop. Also, this music is actually making me horrified too. Like, this is making it worse. And droop downward instead of growing taller. Do all frowning ponies mutate this way? I am unsure, but it's too dangerous for me to find out. Mane and feathers have completely shed. Pony is left unrecognizable. Besides Cutie Mark. Eyes? She keeps staring at me. Drooping, stretching neck. Wait, so okay, whatever. She keeps staring at me. So Rainbow Dash was the only one that stayed in there and no one else. So I think this is Dr. Hoops. I don't know how he observed her. Unhinged doll. Teeth? It doesn't really look it doesn't look like she has teeth. Also, this is giving me catnap vibes or smiling critter vibes if they were frowning. Like, does that get you? Oh my. Well, at least you can read this one. Okay, final stage. Pony is beyond recognizable. I think they meant unrecognizable, but I don't know. Maybe it's just a typo. Because, yeah, I do typos a lot too. I can't even call it a pony anymore. Blind question mark it's on it, but has incredible hearing and sense of smell. Breathing is rapid and rigid. It is very hungry. It will lunge at any attack at any noise or scent of blood. This actually reminds me of a creepypasta. It's like a monster with a baby head, and like it's blind, but it has incredible sense of hearing. So if you made one little creak, it will just chase after you in the basement. But it's just a creepypasta. It's not real. Stay indoors and lock the doors. And going outside is guaranteed death. I think she can see me. Can she see me? She sees me. And why? Okay, what the? Also, what is this photo? What is this photo? That thing is horrifying. Rainbow Dash's journal. Surviving the cookie virus. Part 2. But it says part 5. Maybe they're talking, and maybe they're like including. Okay, whatever. Okay, we camped out in the barn for only 2 nights before we were spotted. We heard an awful groaning sound, and we took a peek outside. A mangled and grinning Granny Smith was slowly approaching the barn. Luckily, she was far away, enough for us to have time to pack up a wagon of supplies and book it out the back door. Granny Smith looks horrifying. AJ and I pulled the cart with every pony inside, but even with 2 of the fastest ponies in Ponyville running with sync, an awful thudding sound was echoing behind us. Granny was chasing us. Oh my, wait, so like, do they get more powerful and they'll do anything for the cookies? Whoa. Appleboo started crying. That's my granny. She's family. We have to help her. I took a look at AJ and she had tears in her eyes. That ain't our family no more, Sugar Cube. Oh my god. The way Applejack says Sugar Cube is actually like adorable. And oh my god. Also, thank you. I hope I did a good Applebloom and AJ voice impression. We didn't know where we were headed, but it had to be away from Granny and away from Ponyville. But we were suddenly cut off by a creature jumping in front of us. It was hard to tell who it was in the moment, but from Applejack's guttural scream, I'm positive it was Big Macintosh, or it to be at least. Wait a minute. So, are they like writing this in a happy ending or something? Because it's just Rainbow Dash just holding the journal, and she was just running and writing at the same time. How is she writing this? In an effort to get away from him, AJ and I took a violent swerve right, tumbling down a steep hill. It was really a hard fall. Everyone fell out of the wagon, and the thing crashed into a big apple tree. In the mess, a chunk of the wagon crushed my wing, and another fell on AJ's leg. My wing hurt like hell, and it was all in twisted ways and shouldn't be. But there was no time to shake it off. We had to go. Ow, that actually looks like it hurts. Like, especially since it's like a bone. So like, that looks like it hurts. AJ levitated all the supplies, but not AJ. Rarity levitated all. I didn't really hear from Rarity. Rarity levitated all the supplies she could, and AJ and I carried the CMC on our backs. AJ was limping harshly with every step, but she was in such a blind panic that I'm not sure she even realized she was hurt. AJ led the way and showed us to a little wooden shed in the middle of the orchard. Orchard? What is that? Well, it's basically this thing. AJ said that part of the orchard is. Can someone tell me how that is pronounced? Orchard or orchard? I'm so bad at pronouncing stuff. That part of the orchard was so far from the barn, they built a little shed to hold extra supplies. It was small and comfortable. Everyone was pressed up against either a basket or a shovel. But AJ reassured us it was only until morning, and when those things were gone. Her family. That's actually so sad. Imagine your family were like walking cookie-eating zombies. Your family that's left, because AJ's parents are dead. So she has no one else except for Apple Bloom. I could barely sleep. My wing felt broken, and I'm sure Applejack isn't any better condition, and plus I couldn't get Granny's face out of my head or Apple Bloom's cries. So I decided to be a lookout, staying awake and listening or watching for anything close. But I couldn't hear anything all night. Not hoof steps, not heavy breathing or anything. While I'm sure we were all safe, I couldn't help but the feeling that we were being watched. That is so creepy. And who is that? It has blue eyes and pink skin. Is that Pinky? And is she infected because she has the yellow part there? Oh my god. Rainbow Dash's journal, Surviving the Cookie Virus Part 3 or Part 5. I must have fallen asleep at some point because I woke up to Rarity nudging my shoulder. It was morning and everyone was awake. Applejack said it was okay to leave and grabbed a basket, and we loaded them with apples. For the time they'd be our only food source. For the time being, they'd be our only food source. I had barely picked 5 apples when I heard Rarity shriek. Without much thinking, I ran to her. She was holding up a magical gem shield and pushing back what used to be Big Mac. He was thrashing and gargling and Rarity's magic was fading. What could I do? What should I do? What could I do? Okay, well, he's now bald, and he only has a bit of hair. He only has a bit of hair. Before I could act, some pony lunged into the scene, whipping out a powerful flashlight and shining it big in Big Mac's eyes. Eye sockets? Question mark. Big Mac howled and took a few dizzy steps away. Pony yelled, "Get the Crusaders! Follow me!" The three of us ran, AG being the only one still carrying her apple basket. Rarity and I carried the Crusaders in a blind panic. We followed this pony until we were out of breath. And sure we weren't followed. We only stopped when AG collapsed to the ground, the pony turning to help her, and that's when I got a good look at her. Pinkie Pie! Oh my... Wait, is she like infected or something? Because she has the rainbow muzzle. And I really like the way they designed Pinkie. Like one eye is yellow, one eye is blue because of her cutie mark. Like that's actually really good. And she's very different. Now, I think she's Pinkamena. Pinkie? I jumped on Pinkie for a hug, but she shoved me away. This confused me because I've never been denied for a hug from Pinkie Pie, but she did look a lot different as she helped AG to her hoops. I got a good look at her. She had hair down and multiple scars on her body, and her mouth was rainbow. I'm not infected. Oh, she's not. Okay. Pinkie said, and I'm bunkering at Fluttershy's cottage. Let's go. Wait a minute. So they said that she was the first one to eat a cookie, and they said it's been long. So is Pinkie like immune? AJ ended up ditching the apple basket, and Pinkie carried her on her back. Pinkie Pie led us to Fluttershy's. Fluttershy's? Oh darling, does this mean... Rarity seemed overjoyed, but Pinkie sighed. No, she's gone too, but she's also not home. Hasn't been for a while. Her cottage is far away enough from Ponyville that I've been bunking there for a while now. What? Wait a minute, is that Angel? If that's Angel, I am coming for you, Fluttershy. When we got to Fluttershy's, it was just as Pinkie said, empty. Not even a single animal, but there were lots of bloodied chunks on the ground of what used to be Shy's critters. I wonder if Fluttershy did this. Pinkie led us to Fluttershy's basement and grabbed a medical kit and bandaged it up before bandaging up AJ's leg. Did they mean hoof? Because ponies don't have legs. But I'm not correcting this because this takes a lot of time, just so you know. Especially with good art like this. Before doing the same to my wing. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know if you'll heal right. I'm sorry. It's cool, I replied. My wing hurt, but it felt better in the sling. Now, I need answers from you, Pinkie. We can't keep secrets during this. What happened to you? Are you infected? Pinkie looked around the room and sighed. Can I speak to you alone? I wanted to argue, to tell her that whatever she had to say, she could say it to every pony, but the way she spoke was suddenly soft. She sounded like she was on the verge of tears, so I agreed. We made it our way upstairs and quietly looked through all of the windows to make sure we hadn't been followed. Pinkie sighed and turned to me, tears welling up in her eyes. Oh, Rainbow, this is all my fault. Wait, what do you mean it's our fault? Rainbow Dash's journal. Character death. Okay, I warned you guys in the beginning, so if you guys think this is gonna be a bit gory, I think so, and it could contain blood. So please Also, this beat is... So please, if you guys are uncomfortable with that, please, it's okay. Don't watch this video. You can watch another video that I made. I was shocked. Pinky just admitted that this virus was entirely her fault, but I thought it was my own. No, Pinky, it can't be. I was the one who fed everyone those cookies. I fed everyone the cookies. Tears were streaming down Pinky's face, so I could tell this wasn't the time to argue. Even if I wanted to take all the blame, she would continue to explain herself. I'm sure Applejack told you, but by now. But this was all meant to be a terrible prank on you, to one-up you. And this was all my idea. Oh, like the episode, because the episode... It said that this was a prank to make everyone acting like zombies. But it was a prank from Pinky to one-up her because Rainbow Dash always does pranks like this. When you came to me with the, oh my god, Pinky is adorable. I love her design. When you came to me with the idea to prank the whole town with those Rainbow Joe cookies, I came up with the idea to prank you into thinking we all became zombies from eating them. But after you fed me that first cookie, I felt odd. It's hard to explain what the feeling was, but more than anything, I felt ill. But I was too determined to get you back. This was the perfect chance. I forced everyone in Ponyville to buy at least 1 or 2 boxes of cookies, even convincing those who didn't want the cookies to participate. I ignored how sick those cookies made me in order to one-up you, and now I've murdered everyone in Ponyville. Oh yeah, because that's what they did. Pinky crumbled to the floor in tears. Despite her apology, I still didn't believe she had anything to apologize for. I knelt down, wrapped her in my good wing. Oh, Pinky, none of this is your fault. It's not like you made those cookies. There's no way you could have known. Pinky sniffled. Right, but I have been wondering. What did you put in those cookies that made ponies become this? I blinked at Pinky. I didn't make the cookies. Don't you remember? I said I special ordered them from someone in some pony in Canterlot. I didn't want to order them from Sugar Cube Corner, or else it ruined the prank. Pinky perked up at that confusion now on her face. But if you didn't make those cookies, who did? We were interrupted by a horrible sound outside. Help! Help me! Instinctively, Pinky and I made it up back down to Fluttershy's basement. Our sudden entrance startled everyone inside. Scootaloo spoke. What? What happened? Pinky immediately shushed her, and we listened. Help! Please, help me! Please! She sees me! Apple Bloom gasped. There's a pony! There's a pony out there! Oh, now I know who's gonna die. It's Apple Bloom, because she's gonna go out there. This did say that outside is guaranteed death, so... Apple Bloom started running up the stairs before Applejack grabbed her by the tail. Apple Bloom, no! Apple Bloom yanked herself away from her sister. There's a pony out there who needs help. Our family is gone, Applejack. Just like you said. I have to help any pony I can before it's too late. Am I good at southern accents? I don't think I am. Before any of us could grab her, Apple Bloom was running up the stairs, and outside Apple Bloom, stop! Applejack desperately screamed as her sister ran away. Instantly, every pony was going after Apple Bloom as the cries for help outside continued. It sounded like a male pony, one I recognized for sure. Apple Bloom burst out of the Fluttershy's cottage and turned to the corner where the cries were coming from, and that was not a pony. I called it. She's gonna die. No, not one of the Cutie Mark Crusaders. No. Help! Oh, it's mimicking. Oh crap. Who is that? What pony is that? Oh no. Girl, she mauled that kid. Okay, ads. What is so better? It's basically an edit of her getting. That's basically the edit. Her character death and blood again. Oh my god, that's actually really. Oh my god. As I said, guys, if you guys don't like this kind of stuff, you can just stop watching this video and go to another video that is more like nice and happy. Please do. Please, I'm not forcing you guys. Surviving the QQ virus, part 5 or part 7, I don't know. The scream that came out. Wait, is that Fluttershy? That's Fluttershy. I can see it. The scream that came out of Applejack was the worst thing I've ever heard. I know, that's her sister. There was nothing we could do but watch as Apple Bloom was devoured. Even Pinkie was too paralyzed to do anything. Things couldn't get any worse. Oh, wait, Sweetie Belle is there. So does that mean Sweetie Belle is gonna die too? Oh my god. Now 2 of the Cutie Mark Crusaders died. And my favorite is Scootaloo. I hope she doesn't die, I swear. Then then Sweetie Belle started charging at the creature. Rainbow Dash, you spoke way too soon. Things couldn't get any worse. You spoke way too soon, my girl. Sweetie Belle started charging at the creature. Rarity's scream mimicked Applejack's. Sweetie Belle's horn lit up. I could tell she was trying to to blind the creature as Pinkie once did. But as soon as her little horn lit up, it went out. Wait, so like these, do they can't you get you to use your magic? Is that when you're like a unicorn or like a, is it kind of like T-Rex? That's actually horrifying. Oh my god. Pinkie was behind Sweetie in an instant, whipping out her own flashlight and successfully stunning the creature. The horrible thud of Sweetie Belle's lifeless body was such a sickening noise. Pinkie didn't say anything, but as soon as the creature was stunned, we were shoved back inside the cottage. Why didn't you do anything? Applejack was screaming at Pinkie. Pinkie hushed Applejack by putting her hoof over her mouth, but AJ immediately shoved her away. Applejack jumped on Pinkie and had her pinned. You could have saved her. Both of them. Why didn't you pull out your stupid little flashlight then? Would you keep your voice down? She can hear us from down here. I don't give an apple tree's root about keeping quiet. Our sisters are dead. Scootaloo started sobbing. I was surprised when she buried her face in my chest, as she was clearly angry with me before. But I wrapped my wing around her and in comfort anyway. Rarity stepped in. Applejack, Pinkie is right. We need to wait until we're safe. What good are we to our sisters if we're also dead? Applejack hesitated before letting Pinkie go. The next few hours were silent besides the horrible crunching outside. Wait, so Fluttershy was basically eating her. Oh my god. Oh my god. Next few hours were silent besides the horrible crunching outside. Once there was silence, and we were sure we were alone, Rarity found her voice. So, what do we do now? By the way, I think Rarity would, to be honest, Rarity is British because of her, elegancy and like that, you know? So, everyone looked at Pinkie. She sighed and kept her head down. Ponyville is done for. And at this rate, the infected will start leaving this town and invading the rest of the Equestria. We obviously need help. From from the princesses, I spoke up. But Canterlot is so far. There's no way we can leave without Ponyville without getting. I trailed off thinking about Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle. Yeah, oh my god. And also, even though Scootaloo and Rainbow Dash aren't related, they are literally like sisters to me. So like yeah. So looking at this picture of her holding a Scootaloo like this is actually adorable to me. Besides everything that's happening. Okay, I dropped off thinking about Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle. Who else do we go to besides, you said you ordered those cookies from a bakery in Canterlot, right? If we make it there, maybe we can also find the culprit. Applejack made eye contact with me. First, she had a long time. Wait, he didn't make those cookies? I shook my head. I could tell Scootaloo was also relieved by the news, though I still felt like this was all my fault. But how do we get to Canterlot? The fastest way there is by flight, and my wing is busted. How about by train? Applejack suggested. Oh, I doubt the train's still running through here after all of this. She's right. We all took a look at Pinkie. The train is the best option. I tried escaping on the train days ago, but it had long been abandoned and the conductor eaten. If we can get that train running again, we can make it to Canterlot. Epilogue. Pinkie's survival tips. Fluttershy was one of the first infected to return back to her cottage after days of being missing. She lured out her victims by mimicking the voice of a pony she had eaten. Oh, so like if she eats someone, if she eats someone, like the infected eats someone, they like mimic the people. Oh, okay, like kind of like the person is inside her stomach and they're like, and they come out of her mouth and they're like, hello. Okay, this is so sad, and I'm making it worse. She lured her victims by mimicking the voice of a pony she had eaten. I had identified this voice to be Dr. Hooves. I suspect the doctor was the reason she was missing, but let his guard down and got himself eaten. Oh, so that's why they were saying, like, did she see me? She sees me, like that. I think that's what they meant by, I think, like, Dr. Hooves was speaking. And, like, he kept her, like, so he can see her, like what happens when she mutates. If you hear a pony calling for help, ignore it and get indoors as soon as you can. Summary. Frowning ponies can mimic the screams of their victims. Okay. Rainbow Dash's journal. Blood and scary imagery. Okay, so there's no character death. Okay, good. And this music is actually making me... This is giving me nightmares. Okay. We waited for maybe 2 or 3 days. It was hard to keep track in the basement. AJ claimed her leg was feeling better, though my wing still felt busted. Most of our time was spent in silence or mourning. Not mourning. Mourning is like someone like crying over something that like a loss. Okay. AJ and Rarity were still mourning over their sister's gruesome deaths. Yeah, like imagine you have a sister and they're young. They're like, I think Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle are like 7 or 8, and like they died and they have families and all that. Okay, Rarity often quietly sobbing while AJ would be on the edge and get angry at the smallest things. They had very different mourning processes. Eventually, Pinkie wanted to initiate her plan of repairing the train and heading to the Canterlot. I have a question, guys. What were you, if you were like in this situation, like everyone turned in like zombie kind of thing? They're like that. Then what do you think? What do you think? How would you like survive for a few days, or survive the whole thing, or just instantly die? I think I would instantly die because I have the brain the size of a peanut. Okay. Uh, and heading to Canterlot, she watched and listened outside for Fluttershy or any other infected before we stepped out of the cottage. I noticed Sweetie Belle's and Apple Blue's bodies were gone. So basically, they ate it. She ate it. At first, we silently walked for a few feet, going at slow pace, when Rarity suddenly hushed us. You hate that? There were laughter in the distance, like nothing but nothing like normal laughter, like you'd hear at a party. It sounded sinister, broken, and dead. Pinkie, without saying a word, shoved us forward into a sprint, and the laughter started following us. Pinkie scooped Scootaloo on her back since she couldn't run as fast as us, but she must have gotten a look at what she saw because she shrieked horrifically. She caught the attention of the other infected, and as we were starting to be chased by half of Ponyville. "Don't stop until we get to the station!" yelled Pinkie. Our lungs were burning at the time. The abandoned train came into view. Wait a minute, what was that? The train was luckily in a better state than I expected. Blood splatters inside the cars, however, presumably from previous passengers, but otherwise it seemed perfect in perfect condition. We ran inside and ducked under the seats. AJ stopped to pull the door shut. The door slammed loudly right as the smiling pony ran straight into it. With a loud crack. Immediately, Pinkie and AJ were at the engine trying to get the train running. Pinkie held Scootaloo close as infected ponies started ramming themselves into the train. The car knocked with a very violent shove. Sounds like groaning and giggling. Amazing outside. Only a mangled hoof shattered the thick glass. So you can see how desperate they are for cookies. Like they want cookies. So they're like basically desperate. Can we just take the cookies, throw a gigantic pile down, and they can just be around eating it, and they can go? Can they do that? The glass of the train car, covered in blood and glass, but still desperately trying to get in. I was panicking. "Have you guys figured it out yet?" Trying to. Just hang on. We almost got it. More glass shattered around us, horrific and stretched faces of our friends peering inside. Scootaloo screamed and we started to move away from them, and we started moving. The train slowly chugging before taking off. At rapid speed, the infected pony struggled to hang on before falling out, miles away from us. I sighed in relief. I'm still unsure how they managed to start the train. AJ has tried to explain it to me, but honestly, I zoned out after the word ignition. Finally, we got out of that town. I hope we never have to see those things again, though I feel guilty for leaving our friends behind. I hope we can still save them. Also, is the train coming towards whatever this is, or is it coming behind it? Because if that's so, because the first one is actually bad. Okay, so let's see. Oh my god, what is this live? Scary imagery faces. Is this? I remember this character. The trip to Canterlot would be a long. This music is a bit distracting, so sorry, guys. The trip to Canterlot would be a long one. 3 hours at the At least for a while, we took the time to calm down, moving up to the engine while Pinky conducted because the wind was blowing through the broken windows was hurting our ears. We were pretty cramped, but I'm glad we were all together. After a little too much silence, Scootaloo spoke up. We're going to save Ernie Pony, right? Even Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle? Oh my god. Scootaloo is so innocent and oh my god. How is she not gonna know? Like they were eaten. They are inside a stomach. So how are they gonna come back? Oh my god. Everyone fell into intense silence at that poor Scootaloo. I'm sure she's still in denial about her family's being. Well, Rarity ended up brave enough to respond. How about we talk about something else, Scootaloo, to lighten the mood? Oh, she's trying to not think about her sister. Oh my god. Okay, Pinky, how did you get those scars? I chuckled while Applejack gasped. Scootaloo, that's not polite. Pinky seemed to giggle as well. No, it's okay. I'm surprised it didn't come up sooner. It's not a very nice story, though. Is that okay, Rarity? Rarity said she was okay with it. I knew she just wanted to talk about anything other than Sweetie Belle. So she doesn't want to think about her sister because, she did. That's actually horrible. Well, when things started to get berserk... Oh, is she talking about that white scar? I thought that was just about, I thought that was Well, when things started to go berserk and you all went missing, I decided to start taking ponies into Fluttershy's cottage to avoid the infected. But once the ponies got a good look at my mouth, they were so afraid they'd just run away. Eventually, Lyra Heartstring agreed. Oh yeah, I know her now. Lyra Heartstring. Okay. Agreed to bunker with me. With me, I'm not sure if you all know her, but she was one of Twilight's old Canterlot friends, and everyone seemed to tense at Twilight's name. So Pinky quickly continued. Anyway, I fed her and gave her some blankets to keep warm. I could tell she was troubled. She told me it's because her friend Bon had become infected with the cookies. Apparently, she watched her mutate into a monster. Really sad thing to happen. That night, when I'd fallen asleep, Lyra must have found an axe with some of my stored weapons. While I was sleeping, she attempted to kill me, slashing the axe across my face. I don't know why she didn't, but she was still afraid and heartbroken for Bon and thought I was infected. So I don't really blame her for what she did. After that, she ran off. I never saw her again. I was shocked. We all were. We sat there, staring at Pinky, expecting her to continue, but she didn't. Applejack spoke up. How did you survive an attack like that? I don't know. It hurt as much as it should, like my face was being cut open, but after a few minutes the pain went away. Do you think that you got some kind of super healing powers from the cookies? Pinky shrugged and said she didn't know for sure, but that seemed to only be the logical explanation. Then Scootaloo approached Pinky and pulled her mane and exposed giant teeth marks on her neck. Well, what about this scar? I'm not talking about that scar! Oh my, Pinky. Pinky pushed Scootaloo away and immediately turned around to look ahead. Scoot was in my arms, nuzzling her face into my coat. I glared at Pinky. Despite her not facing us, Scootaloo sniffled, which must have caught Pinky's attention. I'm sorry, Scootaloo. That was a sad story. Well, can I make it a happy story? Pinky was surprised by this, but I could tell, but she agreed. Well, after Lyra attacked Pinky, Lyra apologized. She was sorry for what she did and wanted to make it up to her. So Lyra pulled out a little puppy dog for Pinky. Pinky was very happy to have a new puppy friend. So Pinky and Lyra played with the puppy all night until Pinky felt better. The puppy got too playful and bit Pinky on accident, but in a puppy voice apologized and liked it better. The end. Aw, that's really cute. And with the drawing, oh my god. She clearly made Pinky very happy, and she thanked Scootaloo for the story. Wait, there's something on the tracks. Oh, so it was in the front. I thought it was behind them. Is that Twilight? Thank you for enjoying my stuff. I know only 8 of you are going to read this, but this stuff is a lot of fun to make. Unfortunately, updates will be posted less and less frequently, as I am one person who also has a job and college. But that doesn't mean the series is over. I also make no money from this. So if you'd like to support me, feel free to commission me or donate on my Ko-fi. Commission info and Ko-fi are linked into my Twitter. See you guys in the next one. Okay, so it's nice that she still cares about the the series. And look at Twilight over here. I like it when people when the creator of a series that contains villains or people who are something like that, and they have something to say, something about it, and they put the villain next to them being cute and all, just like how she did Twilight, which is super cute. I like that. And also, you're probably not gonna watch this, Anxiety Monster, but your character looks absolutely adorable. I love it. So keep up the good work. And I know making content is really tiring a bit. So you take your time. Okay, so this is a meme. Rainbow Dash's Journal. Dash's Journal. Surviving the Cookie Virus, Part 8. Oh my god. We were having a hard time processing what just happened. What we just witnessed. To any pony, that creature stopped itself on the train tracks. It would have been nothing more than a horrific monster, but we could all tell it was Twilight, or it used to be at least. AJ was the first to see her and tried to warn Pinky. What is that thing? Is that... No, it can't be. Stop the train, you're gonna hit her. Pinky shuddered, but kept her eyes on the track. No, it's best we run that thing over, then stop, and get eaten. I'm sorry. No pony seemed to want to argue, so we all held our breaths and braced for the impact. Oh my god, Twilight is basically skin and bones. What the hell is that thing? Ooh, what a crash. Wait, so if Twilight was not in this stage, would it kill her? Because they definitely got killed. It's hard to recall what happened, but the next thing I knew, I was lying on the floor of the derailed train, jolted, and the sound of screaming hits what jolted me awake. Upon coming to the engine of the train was blast open. All of us huddled further back in the train cars, and the infected pony was peering into the blast hole of the train car and laughing uncontrollably, sounding like a crowd of ponies laughing at once. Ew, you can see eyes there. Ew. We all slowly tried pressuring ourselves further to the train car when the monster's horns started to spark and illuminate, threatening another magical blast. But suddenly it shrieked in pain, stumbled away from the train car. The train car The reason why I couldn't tell at first until I saw a pony running towards us, or rather, a zebra. Wait, is it Sakura? Sakura, yes! It was undoubtedly Sakura. Wait, what did I... Oh, sorry. It was undoubtedly Sakura. Oh my god, in her mouth, blowing with everything she had. It was ear-piercing, but it seemed to affect Twilight much more than us. Hurry up and follow me. To the forest we must flee. We were all in pretty bad shape from the train, but being derailed, but it was either follow her or get eaten. No contest, really. We all hopped out of the train car, followed Sakura to the Everfree until Applejack started screaming behind us. I could feel the color leave my face when I turned around. Applejack's leg was caught by Twilight's jaw. Oh, she's bitten! AJ desperately tried to crawl away from Zagora was on the scene in an instant, blowing her whistle with her full chest. Twilight reacted, but didn't drop AJ. Instead, standing up multiple feet tall, dangling her, threatening to run and take Applejack with her. So it's basically like, here, I got your friend. I'm going to take her with me if you don't let me eat you. We need something louder than that whistle, Pinkie yelled. I was shocked when Rarity responded instantly. She tried to stop. I tried to stop her as she ran to the train, jumping into the engine and magically pulling a lever. The train responded with a loud whistle with a puff of smoke. Twilight shrieked at the noise and dropped Applejack, who I heroically caught on my back with no delay. We all ran from the scene and into the forest, leaving Twilight behind. We kept running and running until Sakura reassured us we were safe. Frankly, I'm surprised we all made it out there alive. Scootaloo had her hooves around Sakura's leg as soon as we stopped to rest. Oh, Sakura, I'm so glad that you found us. I thought we were goners for sure. I was surprised to see a train running through, and I am relieved to see all of you too. I'm sure you've been aware of all the chaos in Ponyville. We were trying to help. We were trying to make it to Canterlot to get the help of the princesses to put an end to all of this. Pinkie said, "Canterlot is where I'm headed too. I hope I could be the one who would lead all of you. Some infected ponies respond badly to loud sounds, so I blow a whistle to send them running. I have found." Good thing you found that out. I don't even want to know what we'll run into in the Everfree Forest. But I'm glad you'll be here with us, Sakura, said Rarity. Wait, what happened to AJ's leg? It's like colored, you know? Does that mean she's gonna get infected because of the bite? As we started venturing further into the forest, I could tell Applejack was falling behind. AJ, you okay? Is it your bitten leg? Do you need me to carry you? No, I'm fine. It's actually from my hurt leg from before. The blast must have made it bad all over again. Applejack never. AJ sounded unsure, but I've decided to shrug it off. If she says she's fine, she's fine. Applejack never lies. Yeah, she is like the one that she's like she's the element of honesty. Previously, I discovered frowning ponies negatively respond to light and bright lights, but they could never quite repel smiling ponies. And that's what until Sakura rescued us from Twilight Sparkle that had turned into a final stage smiling pony. Sakura blew a loud whistle made out of a yak horn. Oh, yak horns are ear-piercing, making the infected temporarily stop attacking. Summary: smiling ponies react negatively to loud noises. Thank you for your patience and support, and a special thanks to Wartide and Wazer for supporting me on Ko-fi. Updates will continue to be uploaded slowly, but I will do my best to make each update memorable. Well, of course, since she is oh my god, these ads. I was gonna say, well, she does care about this, and with art like this art, it's hard, especially with all the if I wrote that much, this much, like a paragraph, my hands would be gone, they would fall off. Sakura led us through the Everfree forest on our way to Canterlot to get help. Turns out she was headed there for the same reason. I remained in my hut for as long as I could, but I knew for long I wouldn't be secured. But to my luck, a pony came in for shelter. It was Starlight Glimmer begging me to help her. Starlight! Oh my god, I really like her. Starlight is still alive? Rarity gasped in hope, but Sakura hung her head. Starlight's fate is not confirmed, for after she visited me... Oh my god, these stupid... For after she visited me, she never returned. The pony was safe in my hut, to be sure, but all she wanted was to find a cure. It was a tall order to make a remedy so strong. She did not accept this, and told me I was wrong, so I instructed her, go retrieve me a cookie that started this mess. Then I can whip up a cure, or at least do my best. Okay. Starlight Glimmer left without pause, but since finding her has been a lost cause. The infected ponies were soon creeping towards my hut. There was no way I could just stay put. I left for Canterlot to find help and wait. I was afraid that Ponyville had suffered its fate. As I roamed, I discovered something profound. Like how smiling ponies do not like loud sound. And as another pony hunted me by smell, covering myself in mud made it harder to, I could tell. Pinkie and I looked at each other before immediately dunking ourselves into a mud bath, following by Scoot and AJ doing the same. Despite the situation, we couldn't help but smile as we all got muddy. Aw, so there's some positive stuff. That's actually really cute. I know Rarity is gonna be like, oh, no! Yep, knew it. Of course, Rarity groaned and stepped back from the mess. A flick of mud was splattered on Rarity's face, followed by a chuckle from Sakura. I know you don't like dirt, Miss Rarity, but covering yourself with mud is a necessity. Yeah, that's really good. That's pretty accurate. Either die or get dirty. It's your choice, Rarity. With much hesitation and arguing, Rarity eventually allowed herself to get muddy. Well, muddy enough. Sakura seemed to be finished with her story despite having so many questions, most of which were about Starlight and possible cure, but Sakura didn't have any of the answers. The journey would be about a 3-day walk. Sakura told us we wanted to tread carefully and in any case of any infected ponies reached out this far, as Twilight somehow beat us here, and she was still a problem. Oh, Twilight, I don't think I could bear another friend of mine turning in one of those. Well, it can, because Applejack got bitten, so yeah. Applejack! Hi guys, it's me. Sorry about the slow updates. This series takes a lot of me and isn't the most fun to make at times, but I'll try my best to keep it going. If you'd like to see it continue, answer commenting things like, when is the next update? Or, it's been months. Come on, hurry up. Does not make things move faster and just demotivates me more. And please don't comment these on any creator's pages. It's very rude. However, if you'd like to support me in this series, feel free to support me on my Ko-fi or through my commission on Twitter. Anything is appreciated. And all supporters will be shouted. in future entries. So the next entry is a big one. Stay tuned for the next one too for that. Okay, so Rainbow Dash Journal, Surviving the Cookie Virus, Body Horror. Okay. Applejack! Rarity screamed as AJ was slumped over the ground and obviously unwell. Rarity and I were under her in an instant, helping her back on her hooves. She felt warm, unusually warm. I'm fine, y'all. I think I just caught a little something. Oh no, you can't be sick. We have to get to Camelot together. Applejack gave Scoot a reassuring smile. Don't worry, one bit, Sugar Cube. I'm just a little head cold. It's just a little head cold. I'll be fine. As the element of honesty, she was never good at lying. Yeah, it's true. No, okay, this is not with it, but Rainbow Dash. I was about to say Rainbow Jack. What the hell? Rainbow Dash looks actually so good in this drawing, like her scared face and all that. Like Anxiety Monster, you are so good at this. Our trot through the forest slowed to walk due to Applejack's worsening condition. AJ was stumbling so much, Pinkie had to press herself against AJ's side to keep her stable. Eventually, it grew dark, and we had to get some sleep. Sakura threw a blanket over AJ so she could rest. We set up a camp, feeding her some sort of medicine we made herself, gathering firewood while the sun went down. It was a lot scarier with the threat of mutant ponies lurking in the shadows. I could swear I saw eyes peering at me through every bush and tree. Oh my god. Eventually, the fire was lit, and we all surrounded it to keep warm, while AJ huddled under her blankets. Also, you can oh my god, I'm stupid. I was gonna say, AJ, look at their eyes compared to AJ. AJ is so pale and like that, so there's basically that. Also, this song is like, oh my god, this is making it sound so sad. Okay, completely passed out with albeit with some steering and mumbling. We were some steering and mumbling. We were all so worried about her, hoping she would recover from this mysterious sickness soon. The next morning, I came sooner than I thought. I don't even remember falling asleep. We were all stretched and slowly awoke, Sakura offering us some rations she brought with her. They were dried out berries that tasted like tree bark. Is it a thing? I want to see if it's a thing. Wait, let me just see if it's a thing. I need to know. Okay. Rations. Wait, fruit. Oh my. I'll just say berry so it'll tell me in English. Not rations berry, just ration berry. What kind of a berry is that? I can't find any. Maybe it's not real? I don't know. Maybe it's just not real. Okay, ration that tasted like tree bark, but food was food. I agree. Sakura tried nudging AJ awake as though she could eat and get moving, but AJ barely responded. I can't move. Sakura went to feel her forehead and assured that AJ was burning up, even worse than before. I fear this little pony will not recover quickly from the sick. You must all go without us and get into Canterlot quick. Sometimes it was hard to understand Sakura, but she was suggesting that she stayed with Applejack while the rest of us stay and went to Canterlot without them. No, we all need to stay together, Pinkie said. Twilight is still out there, and who knows what else? You'll both be sitting ducks. Sakura angrily stomped her. If there is no hope, any hope to save Equestria, you must go to Canterlot to find Celestia. Applejack is not fit to make such long trips. If you can't wait for it much longer, it will be an apocalypse. Sakura and Pinkie fought over this for like a while until before Pinkie eventually gave in, packing up her things to head to Canterlot without AJ or Sakura. Rainbow. My heart dropped when AJ muttered my name. No, I need Rainbow. Rainbow, please stay. Tears were streaming down AJ's cheeks as she reached for me. It was obvious that she needed me more than any pony. Sakura then exchanged a look before she nodded. Before we exchanged looks... Oh my god, I paused it. Sakura lended me one of her... Applejack needs you more than me. Take some supplies so you will be safe and ever free. Sakura lended me one of her yak whistles, a small sack of berries, and some medicine for AJ. The rest of us exchanged hugs and good lucks before we separated. Rainbow. AJ sounded much worse than before. I knelt down to her and hushed her, but she started crying again. Rainbow, I did something terrible. Applejack threw the blanket off her body.
Honestly?
Oh my, what am I?
Are you fighting the...
Seriously. What is wrong with me? I'm so dumb. Okay. Oh my. Talk about body horror in that trigger warning. What happened to AJ? You can see the bite is swelled up. I felt myself go pale. No. Applejack, please, you're gonna be fine. You'll just be fine. You'll be just fine. You didn't know this would happen. But I did. I did know. Twilight bit me back at the train and my legs started to hurt and change colors. I wrapped the bite up in bandages so y'all wouldn't see. I'm so sorry I lied. Mixed emotion filled my stomach. I was furious at Applejack for keeping such a big secret, but I was also devastated at what this all meant. Applejack, you can't keep something like this from me. I'm sorry, I know. We can cut off your leg, right? Then it would stop spreading, then the spreading will stop. I think Pinkie left the saw laying around here somewhere. Rainbow, no. I know what you have to do. You have to kill me. Oh my god, no. That's actually tragic. What? Please, Rainbow, it's too late. It's too late for me. I can feel the virus reach in my heart, and eventually it'll reach my brain. Then I'll become one of them, and I'll kill you all. Please, Rainbow. I need to die in order to save you. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say except no. No, Rainbow, you don't understand. If you don't kill me, now I don't know what I'm going to become, and I can't keep you all safe. It's okay. I want you to do this. If you do it, then I'll be able to see my family again. I'll be able to see my sister again, my little Apple Bloom. Applejack gave me a reassuring smile. But I didn't believe it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't kill Applejack without her knowing me telling her, I love you, I mumbled into her neck as we both cried. I felt her tense for a moment and then relaxed, brushing a gentle hoof through my mane. Sugar Cube, please do this for me, for us. I couldn't. So I ran as far away as I could, and I never looked back. I wish I didn't run. I wish I could have stayed with her last moments. I wish I could have gotten help. Why didn't I? Why didn't I do anything? But all I could do was run, and now she's gone. This is actually so sad. And look at AJ doing oh my god. Okay, well that's terrifying. Also, pause if you want to read that one. Because to be honest, I'm really tired of reading a lot. So here. Just pause if you want to read because I'm really, really tired of reading, so yeah.
I have come home.
Okay.
Tell them your favorite thing about. Okay, how many wire? Wait, can you?
Cookie virus stage is the bitten. Disturbing imagery and body horror. Oh, okay. Pony has been freshly bitten by an infected pony. Not much has changed by this stage. Besides the appearance of a bite, the pony is still at full sanity, no longer with physical changes. At this stage, the pony is not hostile and relatively healthy. The bite at this stage is luckily reversible, as long as the rainbow color spreading from the bite has not expanded more than 3 colors. The only known way to reverse the bite is by amputating the limb that has been bitten. Otherwise, there are no other cures known. So if like once it like becomes purple in like there, it would be like you can't do anything. That's actually really sad. As rainbow coloring slowly creeps up and spreads across the body, the pony feels flu-like symptoms. The pony's normal coat begins to pale, strands of their mane shed, the bite location swelling up. At this stage, the pony is still sane but starts to lose their grasp on reality. They approach a death-like state. The only way to ensure the pony doesn't move on to stage 3 is by eliminating the pony. So Applejack was right. So, like, you have to kill them. But what if they're like, oh my god, that's actually so sad. By eliminating the pony entirely before the infection reaches their heart or brain. The location of the bite determines how fast the pony moves on to stage 3. Paling skin, dizziness, hair sheds, rainbow coloring spreads from bite. Ew! Stage 3, pony's sanity is gone. They have reached infected or zombie stage. Unlike the smiling and frowning ones, smilers and frowners, I'm just gonna call them smilers and frowners to be honest. This infection seems to exhibit a different visual emotion that could be as fear or surprise. This could be because ponies who were bitten by the infection experience a different variant of the because like when they're bitten they're like, ah, help me, like that, you know? Infection to appear attack anything living, while smilers and frowners move at a quick and quiet pace of their prey. These bitten ponies are loud and clunky, appearing to have a hard time knowing where they are going, or they are ending up swaying and knocking themselves into objects during their hunt. Rainbow has reached heart or brain, widened eyes and mouth, loud groaning. Ooh. The infected neck has twisted. Oh my god. Has grown twice. The pony at some size walks silently and blends within the trees. The only way to hear it is coming for its slow strained groans or screams because for stage 3 it is screams. Recommended to stay in between trees, but do not be in the forest. With stage 4, it is silent and knows its way around, but it also is very slow. Weaknesses are unknowns, but listen for the groans or screams. Listen for her screams. Applejack? Wait a minute, is that Luna? That's Luna! Oh my god. 1 year of the cookie virus! I can't believe it's been a full year since I posted Twilight with her rainbow muzzle. I can't believe I can't begin to express my appreciation for all the support I've received on this project. At the moment, TikTok's fate is still in the air, so the series will still be put on hold. We know that what happens either way. Thank you all for enjoying my series. See you all soon. No, this does not mean the series is canceled. It's just a 1 year celebration post. Oh, that's actually cute. Okay. Surviving the Cookie Virus, Part 11. Spooky imagery. Okay. What troubles you, sister? Ponyville appears to be dreamless. I haven't been able to locate a single dream in that area for days. I am beginning to worry. I see. Is it possibly that simply no pony is dreaming? Oh, so like if someone is infected, they can't dream, or like they don't sleep. Like, also, why aren't they just check? If Ponyville is dreamless, then why are they not checking on them? Like, let's see. Like, they literally come over the most not serious stuff. Like when someone there was like in one episode, and like something of the sisters, like basically they were trying to help over anything. Well, why aren't you guys doing it now? It isn't that simple. Every pony dreams, whether they remember dreaming or not. Not only can I locate any dreams, it doesn't appear any pony there is sleeping at all. See, I'll send a letter to Twilight in the morning. Good luck with your routes tonight, sister. I hope this will be figured out soon. Oh my god. Oh, so she's doing... Let's hope this time I'm a little more lucky. Fancy Past, Brayburn, Floor. Still no Ponyville dreams. Applejack? Finally, a Ponyville dream. I need to ask her what's going on. Is she having a nightmare? Why does her dream look like that? Or I hope Ponyville isn't in danger. I need to get there quick. Yeah, like why? Everyone's dreams are like blue orbs. But Applejack's is like black and like what is that? Screech! Huh? Hello? Okay, so that's probably Applejack groaning. Applejack? Oh my. Okay, I'm just gonna do Sister? Okay, yeah, no.
I had a crush on a boy. I see a girl.
Okay, so this is the end. So okay, so this is this is just the whole thing. I will do a continuation. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.